Good morning. Laura and I feel blessed for the gifts we've received from God. In our minds, these include the traits and capabilities that have enabled us to succeed on our chosen paths in life. Since everyone is blessed with gifts from God, but many people in the world still struggle regardless, we also believe we were blessed to be born in an environment and culture that gave us the opportunity to succeed. Not everyone's so fortunate, obviously. When we think about the problems that are so pervasive in the world, we realize we're amongst a group of truly privileged people, as most of the people in this congregation are. We feel this calls us to give back. Fortunately, the blessings we've received enable us to acquire both the skills and financial resources that give us the opportunity to give back with both our time and our treasure. In the past, we donated funds to many causes, but we never felt we were really having a whole lot of impact. So a few years ago, we decided to concentrate our giving on fewer causes. We each selected something that we were passionate about and something that would enable us to give both our time as well as our funds. So we really felt we were totally involved. We also chose a third cause that we jointly wanted to participate in. For Laura, her cause was deepening her involvement in the cause that she is most passionate about and has been involved in her whole life, which is supporting women and girls around the world who are disadvantaged solely for their gender. For me, it means fulfilling a promise I made when I was young, which is to pay forward for a scholarship I received so I could get my MBA and launch my career, which obviously helped me succeed and have the funds to give to the church and things. Most importantly, the cause we chose jointly is to support our church.
Good morning. Our church has been our spiritual home for the past 25 years. We are blessed to have been part of this loving and nurturing community. The church has helped each of us to grow personally and spiritually. We came here when our children were young, and the church played an important role in installing the values and nurturing in our family. Our girls were both in early elementary school when we joined the church. One of the main reasons we chose MBCC was our church's legacy of being an opening and welcoming spiritual environment where we could participate despite not having all the answers. We also wanted to give our children a chance to develop their own spiritual values. We were pleased when our older daughter said to us when she went through confirmation, "I like our church because people here don't tell you what to think." And later on, both of our girls went with the youth to the Door of Faith orphanage in Mexico, and that was a very meaningful experience for both of them. Each of us has given our time to the church over the years. When we joined the church, John Calhoun asked me to be on the board of trustees, which I did for a long time, and Martha Cromit asked me to participate in visiting friends. A few years later, I taught Sunday school to our middle school youth and also served on the diaconate board. After 6 years, Jim took my place on the board of trustees, serving 9 years on what later became the operations board. He now seems to have taken on a part-time job since he is serving as assistant moderator on the associate minister search committee and on the stewardship committee. The church also gives us the opportunity to give back to the wider world by donating to the outreach missions of the church. This gives us the opportunity to support causes that range from helping meet the medical needs of a child in our own congregation to helping people in the far corners of the world start small businesses to support their families through projects such as TechnoServe. By pooling our contributions with other members of MBCC, we have more impact. It also spreads the word about the wonderful things our church is doing with our talents and share our gifts. If we intentionally aim to align what we care about with our finances and how we spend our time, we can put our hopes and dreams for the world into action.
While we give funds to each of our causes annually, the church is the primary cause that we support financially through our annual pledge. In addition, we're confident our children will succeed in life and won't be dependent on us, so we've added the church and our other causes to our estate plan and our wills, so that we'll be giving on a more permanent basis. We're asking each of you to join us in giving to MBCC with your time and your treasure. Whether you only come to Sunday worship services, are only involved in a social group, or even if you're deeply involved in all aspects of the church, you benefit from your affiliation here. And it's only through the gifts we all give of our time and our treasure that this church is able to support its members and fulfill its missions. Please pledge to living your legacy this year. Thank you.